line. And this is the handoff. This is Hazer. Hazer running off the right. And now Gohlman brings it up. He barks out the signals. Hand. And a kick is good. So Wayne Christ, his extra point kick. Cardinals lead 14-0. They've scored 2 touchdowns via the ground with 11:20 to go now in the first half of play. And here's the kickoff. And again, it is Russell, the up man, and he gets a pretty good kick into it. And it goes to the 25, bounces away from the Indian receiver, and then he'll bring it back. And officially, I don't think he'll ever go into an opposing press box again. 1st and 10, and here's a little pitch inside. Nice play by the Indians, and running the football is Randy Vogel, and he'll go up. Up over the football, the Indians, they send a man in motion here to the near side, and now Peters wants to throw, and it's overthrown. Second down and 10, ball right around midfield. Man in motion. And now this is Peters back, has time, throws long, and it's underthrown this time, batted around, and then knocked down. Nearly intercepted. Wideouts both left and right. Peters. And here's the pitch, a little pitch inside, and that's going to be first down flag. Fine athlete brings him up. Sends it back in motion, and now so let's see if the Cardinals play a little prevent here. They send that man in motion again, and this is Peters back in the pocket. Has some time, and now is flushed out of the pocket. Gets away and has to run it up the field. He'll go to midfield and be knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard turn. They're going to set up here. Peters will be able to put his toe into this one. A low snap from center, and he gets by him, but there's no Cardinal there to rush him. And now Peters is starting to run to the right, and he'll be brought down on a fine tackle by Chris at the Camanche 35-yard line. 1st and 10. And this is Gohlman wanting to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, throwing to the right, and overthrowing is intended. So it's Willie wide to the left for the Cardinals. Hickson, the tight end, standing up on the right side on a power I, and the handoff goes to Feldpausch, and Feldpausch cuts his way back, crosses the 30 down to... It's Hickson wide to the left. Gohlman gets the Cardinals set. Here's the handoff, straight ahead running, and that would be Hazer, and the Cardinals leading at 14-0, scoring on 65-yard and 1-yard runs. Feldpausch and I believe Hazer got the second TD. We'll be checking that out. Back in the pocket, wanting to throw and throwing. Flags thrown, catch is made, and it would be 20 for the Cardinals, or for the Cardinals rather, from the Camanche 35-yard line. And Gohlman wants to throw. He's forced out of the pocket. They set up a screen across the middle of Hazer, but then Hazer is brought down immediately. Cardinals have the ball at the Camanche 30. Gohlman now with the signal. And the handoff, little delayed draw. Skipping through for the Cardinals. A 20-0 score, but now they face 3rd down and 14 instead. From about their own 27, or from the Camanche 27-yard line. Gohlman back to pass. He does throw. And the pass is incomplete. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 44-yard field goal. 43 yards away. And if Chris makes this one, I'll buy the young man a dinner at Hardee's. 43-yard field goal attempt is up, and it is going to be a little bit short. And the Indians take over the football 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. That little shovel pass over the middle works again. Here's first down yardage and more as coming first half. Senior cheerleaders. They send that man in motion. This is Peters back, wants to throw. He gets hit as he releases, and the ball is caught. The Cardinals had a defender there, and then Peters... First and 10 from there. Peters back, wants to throw. Has time, throws it out left flat, and that ball is incomplete. 2nd and 10, and Peters is back. Rolling out of the pocket, and here's that pass again. This time the Cardinals smell it. 3rd down and 11 for Camanche. Dan Vogel here wide to the right. Peters rolling to the right. Now flushed out of the pocket, throws it up for grabs, and it's intercepted by the Cardinals. Maquoketa has it at the 30, the 25, and running it back inside the 25-yard line. The field holding his hand. Dr. Cove has come across the field with him for the Maquoketa side. We hope that that's not too serious. They'll warm up another quarterback. Gohlman has the football for the Cardinals, and he'll hand off to Feldpausch. For the Cardinals, 2nd down and 5. From just inside the Camanche 20-yard line. Maquoketa leading 14-0, waning minutes of the first half. Gohlman wants to throw. Rolls out, play action, throws into the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Marty Davison up over the football now for the Cardinals in a power I formation as Gohlman follows him up. And Gohlman will hand off. And darting to the outside, Feldpausch, and he's drugged. Yeah, that's tough. Fine athlete. We hope that that's not a serious injury. 4th and 4, and the Cardinals will go for it here. From the 17, handoff goes to Hazer. Hazer on the dot. Of course, an injury early, and it's Joel Johnson who was hurt on the kickoff. And he's on crutches as he goes off on the far side. Here's a pitch at the last minute. It gets away from Feldpausch, and the ball is loose, goes out of bounds, and so that will have to play here for a while, and maybe the rest of the ball game, the way it looks for Kip Peters. And Boldy, a flag thrown, and he throws out into the right pocket. Added here in the first half. 2nd and 10 for Camanche from their own 10. Tough spot for junior Ethan Boldy, who's been forced into action here. Throws across the middle, and a flag is going to be a moment ago. Camanche taking over on their own 10, and now with the interference call, have helped them out to their 25. Here's the
9-yard line.
And for the Camanche Indians, Ethan Boldy tries to pitch that inside, and that goes as an incomplete forward. Number 21, Dan Vogel. Vogel is wide here to the right. They send a man in motion, Joe Stratton, number 20. And Boldy looking long, and it's incomplete. Intended. He's also their place kicker, and now with Peters on the sideline, he'll be doing the punting. The left-hander pokes it down the field and takes a nice Camanche roll, and will roll to the Cardinal 30. Gohlman brings up the Cardinals, and he's going to throw on 1st down. Gets forced out of the pocket and then threw the ball. What did he do? 2nd down and 28.
Yardage and down makes about 2nd and 28.
Power I formation. The Cardinals just run the football. Straight ahead running. Cardinals leading 14-0. And Gohlman will hand off. And here's the kickoff by Chris. We are underway. Taken at about the 25-yard line. And for the Camanche Indians, this is number 20, Joe Stratton returning.
Joe Stratton returning the opening kickoff.
And Stratton will take it back to about the 35-yard line. Number 14 in the junior. And here's the dive play, and it's a big hole right there for Randy Vogel. Vogel cuts to the outside and then is brought down. Kip Peters on the sideline. This is Boldy back, and he throws, completes the pass. Nicely done as it goes out. Played a minute, and Camanche is moving the football. Here's the handoff, and it's straight ahead running on the dive, and appears to be enough for the 1st down. Indians are on the move. Trailing 14-0. Bolte back, wants to throw, and he's brought down. A quarterback sack. Adler in on the stop for the Cardinals. Wide out here on the left side. A man in motion to the far side is Vogel. Ethan Boldy wants to throw, steps away from one Cardinal tackler, then tries to run it back up into the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And this is Ethan Boldy. Back in the pocket, wants to throw, and he gets a short pass, a little screen set up, and it's caught. And this is number 34, Randy Gilliam. And Gilliams will get some yardage back, but it won't be enough.
It gives him some good confidence tonight.
So that'll be on the punting now for Bill Buckman. And Buckman hangs a boomer, and it will go into the Cardinal end zone. Touchback, it'll be brought out to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Cardinals will have in favor of the Cardinals. Gohlman, the quarterback, and here's straight ahead running for the Cardinals. Feldpausch over the past couple of weeks, but he's a junior, so Franzen will have his day in the sun next year. Cardinals 2nd down and short situation, and so they go on the ground with that 2-touchdown lead. 1st and 10 from about the 31. Gohlman with the signals and the handoff. To the outside man, that's Feldpausch trying to cut around the left corner. He'll go up to about the 35-yard line before he is brought down. So he'll stand it and win it by a score of 16-0. Power I formation for the Redbirds. On 2nd down and 6, handoff, first man through. And that'll be Hazer. Game chewing up some time here. 6:43 in the 3rd quarter. Here's the power I formation. And Gohlman with the handoff. The junior gives it to Feldpausch, the senior. He'll go to the 40, so he'll get a couple to go for 4th and 1 situation. The Cardinals come up and get him set. Here's the handoff. Hazer, he knew he could get a yard as he gets more than that, up to about the 44.
Hazer,
with the way the play has worked tonight, I guess that made the decision a little bit easier. Boy, if you don't get it, it gives Camanche 5:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cardinals 1st and 10 from their own 45. Gohlman hands off, first man through that hole. Or rather to Feldpausch. Nice faking in the quarter. Now we're inside 5. Cardinals started the drive on their own 20. Now at the 47. And it's straight ahead running for the Cardinals. Gohlman on the keeper. Will take it. 4:15 to go. 3rd down and 4 for the Cardinals. Just into Camanche territory. The handoff. This is Franzen. He gets his first carry. He bursts through the line and goes into the secondary and is down to the 35-yard line. So John now with a ground game and a 14-0 lead. Gohlman sets him down, and the quarterback will hand off. The Cardinals now coming with some different people. That's Russell, I believe, Hazer, and Franzen in that power I backfield behind Gohlman. And Gohlman pitches. This is Franzen trying to get to the outside, but no way. Camanche comes up and swarms him down for a 5-6. Now just a single setback behind Gohlman, so it looks like he might throw here. And Gohlman back in the pocket, does throw. Looking downfield, and the pass is going to be intercepted. At the 18-yard line, Joe Stratton, number 20, throwing the... They had a nice drive going. Now the Indians take over 1st and 10 on their own 18.
Randy Vogel carrying the ball.
So 2nd and 4 from his own 26. And Ethan Boldy looking, throwing, has his man in and out of the hands. Incomplete. Ellis was the intended. Handoff. And the ball carrier is Vogel.
Randy Vogel carrying the ball.
And Vogel, look at this. Everybody right down there on the line. And the handoff, and enough, I believe, for Vogel as he rolls around the left side. Of course, the important spot. Boldy, flags thrown, and intends to pass out there right flat for Joe Stratton. Incomplete, tipped at the line. To Des Moines tomorrow for the volleyball state tournament. Here's the old flea flicker. The pass out into the right flat goes to Dan Vogel, and then Vogel had the option to pass or to run. And here at the Camanche football field. And we...
Friday, November 7th at the junior high.
All right, we get ready to go with the 4th and final quarter. Camanche 2nd down and 11. And Boldy throwing long. And that pass is going to be away from Hepker. Indians have been hurt by injuries in the past couple of weeks. Tonight they lose their quarterback, Kip Peters, with a shoulder injury. Across the middle, that ball is intercepted by the Cardinals. Canade from their own 47-yard line. Excellent field position. Let's see what the Cardinals do here with 11.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Power I formation, and Gohlman runs into his ball carrier. And he gets in there now. Now it looks like Feldpausch is in there. Power I formation at the 11-minute mark. 14-0 Cardinals. Here's the handoff, and this is Feldpausch. He's got to go back right near midfield, just in Cardinal territory at the 49. Gohlman, play action, wants to throw. Rolls out to his right and throws downfield, and it is intercepted. First Cardinal punt of the night. And Costello will hit it off with the right side of his foot. It will bounce out of bounds and be somewhere. 10:07 to go in the ball game. The Cardinals lead by 2 touchdowns, 14-0. They played extremely well here in the month of October. Winning 2 out of 3 coming in. The ball carrier. 3rd down and 6 here at the 9-minute mark of the ball game. Man in motion for Camanche is Stratton. And Boldy wanting to throw, and he's thrown down. Clock runs, 8:25 to go in the game. Here's a high snap from center. Buckman brings it down. Nice job. He put a big paw up there and knocked it down, and then got his left foot into it.
With 8 minutes left in the ball
Let's see who's
game.
in that backfield. It's an I formation for the Redbirds. And it's a handoff, straight ahead running. That looks like Franzen scoring a touchdown the first time they had the ball with 9:49 to go in the quarter on a 65-yard touchdown run by Mark Feldpausch. And this is Franzen running through the middle again, and he'll get...
Geez, I don't know. Maybe sit home and watch something.
Yeah, it would be a different feeling, won't it? 3rd down and 6. Handoff. Gohlman gives to Franzen. He'll cut to the outside. He's got first down at the 30. Goes to the 25 and brought out of bounds around the 21-yard line. Franzen is back. Adler is back. Mike Back is back. So the Cardinals will have some key people. Straight ahead running for the... They're building the program. I think it'll be done. 2nd down and 9. Handoff. Gohlman gives the center. Marty's finishing up his career tonight at the football field. Here's Gohlman on the keeper.
Gohlman keeping the ball.
4th down and 2. Ball resting at about the 12-yard line of Camanche. The Cardinals have it on the move. Straight ahead now on the dive series. That's Hazer down on the night. And a little insurance tally here. Gohlman, the quarterback, as he has been, taking every snap all season long. Second man through, that's Franzen. Redbirds come up. And the handoff again to Franzen, and Franzen cutting his way back and has picked up the... So the Cardinals getting good field position. That's a 47-yard drive.
Regan in to attempt the extra point.
Johnny Regan going to try to kick the extra point. Here's the kick. It is up, and the kick is good. So John Regan will kick over from the kickoff from the 45-yard line as usual. Here's the kickoff taken at the 20. Coming outside to the Vogel now trying to cut back into the middle of the field, and now is finally swarmed under. 5 games will put themselves above the 500 mark. This is Ethan Boldy throwing short, intended back up. And he rolls out to the right and throws upfield, and that ball is intercepted by Joe Curtis at the Cardinal 42-yard line. On the ground here and run out this final 3:10 to go in the football game. Gohlman, handoff, and nice tackling by the 2nd down, 13. Single setback formation for the Cardinals. Gohlman pitches. This is Banowitz running to the right side, and he'll turn it upfield to the left. Cardinals have sideline right and open field to the left. Single setback formation, and Gohlman, the handoff on the delayed draw.
Something incredible.
At the Camanche 41, 1st and 10, 50 seconds to go. The Cardinals just run a couple plays. This is Gohlman wanting to throw, and he's defense recording a shutout and a good night offensively for the Cardinals, who had 200+ yards of offense at halftime. Oh, Cardinals running on the ground from both sides. Hildebrand gets out on the field and pushes his players back. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. That's the final score. 21-0. The Cardinals have beaten the Camanche Indians to finish at 5-4 on the year. And it's a happy Cardinal crew coming out onto the field.
Over the Indians.
So we will come back and recap the scoring for you in just 30 seconds.
Congratulations, Coach. Nice job.